Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time we're reviewing on Catwoman Hunted. Now, as you know, Catwoman Hunted is meant to be a 2022 animated superhero film that was directed by Senkuki Terasawa, as well as being written by Greg Weisman. Now, unlike Bruce Timm, who says things in his universe can happen, Greg Weisman, understandably and pretty much logically, says that Catwoman Hunted can happen, which I do believe, because one, Greg Weisman knows how to fit things in his Young Justice series, and keep in mind of the year gaps from season 1 to 4, this would make perfect sense. And the premise of the film is meant to follow Catwoman, who, after breaking into a costume party held by Barbara Ann Minerva, is asked by Batwoman, as well as two Interpol agents, Julia Pennyworth and King Faraday, to help take down Barbara Ann's organization, Leviathan, as well as taking down the sort of heads there. And I think what the film gets right at is really having this amazing soundtrack that feels like something from a cowboy bebop, or this kind of action-packed but kind of down-to-earth anime feel. And I think the animation does work, because I think the point of Catwoman is meant to be a bit more jokeful, but knows when to take the situation seriously. And I think the point of Batwoman is meant to kind of be the tough-as-nails bad girl, but knows when to kind of be a friend to Catwoman. And I really do think Stephanie Beatrice does a great job as Batwoman, because I think she's that actress who knows when to sound like a tough character, because when she plays Gina in BoJack, she plays this kind of lone wolf character. I think when she plays Mirabella in Encanto, she knows how to play the supporting role in the family. I think her as Batwoman makes her sound like this tough-as-nails character. And I think what makes Barbara Ann work as the main villain is just how she takes Serena Kyle's little thievery as a personal matter of war. And I think it's kind of implied that she was trying to form her own organization similar to the Light. And it's also kind of implied that Talia might have had mixed feelings mainly about the Light, and probably saw Leviathan as a new potential candidate. And keep in mind, since you do have Kelly voicing Cheshire, and keep in mind, since Batwoman never had a voice actress from the other seasons, this would actually definitely happen. And I think what the film gets right at is that it knows how to take the music seriously. It knows how to take time with building this steady but kind of jazzy beat to it. And I also kind of know that when you do have one of the party guests wearing a Supergirl costume, this kind of implies, at least from the Young Justice series, that the cosplayer was meant to be imitating Superman. And keep in mind, in Comic-Cons or conventions, you do have people dressing up as female versions of male superheroes. The same with males dressing up as female characters. And I think what Catwoman Hunted gets right at is, I think Elizabeth Gales really does a great job as Catwoman. She knows how to play this sleek, calm, but collect, well-meaning character. And I do think Bruce Timm really knew what he was pouring onto the table, because, one, he knows how to change the story and the beat to it, because with Young Justice from season 1 and 2, it was more kind of holding back punches. But I think with season 3 and 4, he knew how to go all out. And I think when he did Spectacular Spider-Man, he knew how to make Eddie into a character that you are meant to feel partly sorry for. And I think Greg Weisman is a good writer, and I think, unlike Bruce Timm, he knows how to fit things into his Young Justice series. Because, yeah, when you kind of got things like Showcase, Green Arrow, and Green Lantern, the animated series, some of the events could happen because of the year gaps, which he is aware of. And I think, to me, Catwoman Hunted is definitely a film that has a good, steady beat, making Batwoman and as well as Catwoman into these characters that know when to take things serious, but know when to kind of be there for each other. So I think this film definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.